I feel it was great. It was a team effort. Defense got us stops when we needed to. Offensive line did a great job. We made plays when we had to. Definitely late in the game. 3.5 minutes left, 4th and 9. Being able to just fit a ball in there and move the chains. I kind of thought that got the momentum with the offense. Definitely offensive line moving. Definitely when we converted on that 4th down and was able to move the chains and get down there and score.
Tommy, what happened on the injury when you went out, and just talk about the process to kind of get yourself back into the game?
It was just I was cramping a lot. I thought I could tough it out the first time I started cramping, but I was trying to hydrate as much as I could. Find yourself in that situation, you just got to make sure you roll out and get close to a trainer and just make sure they're helping you out. The second time, both of my legs started locking up. Then I figured out that you can't really do anything about it, but do what the doctors tell you to do. So I had to take those steps and make sure that I could hydrate as much as I could before that last couple of drives.
Walk us through that last touchdown.
It was kind of a two-step thing where we'd either pass the ball or run the ball. Saw a certain defense, they're overloading the right side. Got a chance to get a push up front with Utter and those guys, working up to the next level with Devon, getting the cut on that linebacker. Found myself one-on-one with the safety. Made him miss and, tried my best to get in the end zone, definitely, with my legs hurting a lot. But those guys helped me out definitely when it came to pushing me to try to finish the game. So that's what a family, that's what brotherhood is about. Is just putting your hands on each other's shoulders. Definitely when you need help to push throughout a game. And those guys did a great job of helping me out.
How did your legs feel on that run?
It felt like Jello, honestly. I was just trying to get in the end zone. Then actually when I got in the end zone, that's when it started cramping up a lot more. I just sat there. They had to pick me up. But, once you get to the drilling pumping, you don't realize it until you get to the sideline and you're like, oh, man, here we go. And then Mark was like, oh, you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. It's just make sure you hydrate. That's the key of everything, definitely in the middle of the day. So, your legs hurt, but they feel better when you're in the end zone. So, it helped a lot.
What do you drink to get that back? Because you probably had to take in a lot of fluids based on how bad the cramp. What do you get?
You got pickle juice, Pedialyte, water, Gatorade, anything that you can grab and get a hold to. They wanted me to just hydrate as much as I could. I was just, down on whatever they gave me. And it helped me a little bit throughout the last 5-6 minutes of the game. So I just made sure that I listened to Mark and Drew and made sure that I hydrated as much as I could.
Tommy, they said that on the radio, they said they gave you an IV on the sideline. Is that true?
Yeah. Like I said before, whatever is necessary, I have to do. It's just making sure that I did what I could before we got back out there on offense. Defense got us to stop, but at the end of the day, I just had to make sure that I hydrated and got enough fluids in where I could finish the game.
Hey Tommy, was that were you getting hydrated with the IV after you got clobbered there 2 hits in a row, and I think they had the drapes around you? Was that when you were getting your IV?
Yeah, at certain times, yeah.
How personally satisfying is this one for you, given kind of the situation with the chance to go 3-0 with Riley's history against this team? Where's it rank for you?
Like I said before, we treat every week like a big week. It's great for us. Definitely, it's a statement game for our season this year. That's our goal, to be 3-0 going into conference play. And like I said before, we treat every week like a big week. We got Northwestern, our first away game. This upcoming week, we got to focus up for that. But as far as this game, it's one of the biggest games I've played in. Definitely in front of these fans. They did a great job of supporting us throughout the whole game. But like I said before, we're going to treat every week like a big week. We got Northwestern this upcoming week, and we're looking forward to that.
Can you comment a little bit more on the fans? Obviously, you've been in a lot of big games here, but did you kind of feel like it was on another level today?
Oh, yeah. They brought the intensity, definitely whenever we needed it. Found the offense of Oregon, found themselves calling timeouts in certain situations. Definitely later in the game where they would have needed those timeouts, they didn't have them. The communication wasn't as well as we thought it was going to be. Definitely with how loud it was on definitely when our defense was out there. They did a great job of rolling up just to get those miscues with the offense. Definitely on Oregon's side of just the play calling and just being able to have our defense get stops, and it helped a lot on defense, offensive wise. Once we made big plays, they supported us and things like that. So they fueled the fire a little bit, definitely when it came to both sides of the ball.
On the play of Wilbon, was he supposed to be behind you when you threw that? Is that designed that way, or was that just where he happened to be?
I just got to get depth on my throws. Definitely when it comes to swing pass like that, quarterbacks always got to take their drop beforehand. So if I would have took my drop like I would have or supposed to, it would have been a forward pass instead of a backwards pass, instead of punching and trying to just get the ball out there to him because no one was covering him. But I just got to trust in my feet and stay with what I'm coached to do. It cost us definitely early in that game, having that happen, definitely marching down the field, getting first downs. We just got to make sure, definitely myself, of just staying with how we're supposed to run plays and just taking care of the football.
How did you know you guys were going to be able to run the ball the way you did in the second half?
We just saw opportunities. We got Coach Lang's up there seeing certain things, and he's already told us after the first half, you guys are only one block away. 1 block away from making a 3-4 yard run to a 12-15 yard run, and all of a sudden, those offensive linemen started understanding, started buying into the system, started having that fight to them that we knew that they had all along. And they just started, just putting their foot in the ground, putting their foot in the turf, and just pushing people back. And, our running backs was running hard. Devon, Mikhail, and T. Newby. Those guys was running hard. Definitely after contact, getting up there, running guys over, and just getting first downs for us.
On their final 4th down, how are you watching it? Were you with what was going through your head as you're trying to close down this win?
Honestly, I was sitting on the bench hydrating as much as I could because I was in a little bit of pain. But, I was with the receivers and the linemen, and I just told them, hey, no matter what, don't get comfortable because we may have to go out there. That's the attitude you got to have throughout any game. Those guys, they make plays when you don't expect it. Definitely late in the game, you never know what may happen. We just had to make sure we were ready. I was making sure that I hydrated, and we just was going over the plays that we was going to run just in case something happened. So we were just making sure from the get-go that we were prepared for if in case the offense had to go out there.
Fans always get a kick out of how much they talk about how you and Jordan Wester camp are roommates and all that. But on 4th and 8 on a play like that, how big is that connection and just the years of being together and working together, and it helps in those situations?
Honestly, it's not even about a roommate thing. It's just trusting my receivers. We had certain looks based on defense, who we were going to. They gave us a look to where, we had a one-on-one with Westy. And, that guy's for sure going to catch the ball, definitely when you need him to. He caught some great balls today, definitely some tough ones. But, definitely with a look that they gave us on defense, I just had to stay in the pocket and trust my offensive line to give me some time, and they did, and just make that play. And I think that fueled the fire of going down there and scoring.
Down 27 in the final minute of the first half, you guys have a wild sequence of events there. You end up getting the score. How critical was that for you to come back today and get the victory, to get points in that situation?
I think it all started off with DP. I told him, hey man, if you ever wanted to make a statement, here's your time. And he said, I got you, man. And he went out there and he returned it 50-something yards and got us in a position to score. And I applaud him for it. He told me he had us, and he went out there and made a guy miss, and he did what he always does. I think it's just a confidence thing for him. He's building confidence each time he goes out there and makes a play like that. And, him having surgery and things like that, being able to go out there and make a play like that it boosts his confidence a lot more this season, of just being able to go out there and trusting himself. So, he started that all off by getting us those yards, definitely late into the second half, second quarter, going to the halftime.
You guys went to the same play 3 times there. What did you see that was available that allowed you to throw that fade route to the back corner?
Just one-on-one. We took our one-on-ones, our chances, definitely with so many guys in the box. You know, we trust in our guys to make plays, and you know, we feel like we got the best receiving core in the country. We just got to make sure that we give them a chance to go up and get a ball, and they did.
What does it say about how Coach Jordan is that, you know, he only has 3 catches, about a 4th-down conversion, 2 touchdowns, so obviously all 3 were key.
Yeah, like I said before, those guys, they're willing to work their tails off. Whenever their number's called, they just got to execute, and I think that Jordan did a great job of executing whenever his number was called. You know, like I told him before, I said, hey, you know, based on their defense, you may get the ball. We just got to make sure that we're on the same page right before that snap. And he said, all right, just, you know, we got to get a little bit of time. If they man break it, or if they play a man, just give me a little time, just put the ball on me. And I said, all right, well, you know, I know exactly what defense they're going to play based on, you know, film study. So, you know, we did a great job of executing. And then, like I said before, our offensive line did a great job of making sure we got in the end zone.
Can you explain how excited you guys were in the locker room after this one?
We're excited. But like we said, we're not done yet. You know, this is only week 3. We got another week to look forward to. You know, we're looking forward to each week. You know, it's just a statement game for us. You know, everybody said that we had a couple easy games, but you know, it's going to test our will this week, and that just shows how well we work, how hard our team worked to prove to everybody that, you know, we're better than what we were last year. We just had to make sure we put it all on film and put it out there for the world to see. So we're looking forward to next week.
How many hip parades did we get today?
I think we got 7. Yeah.
Given Coach Riley's history with Oregon, does it make this extra satisfying for you guys?
Yeah. You know, we really wasn't there for everything with Oregon State and Oregon, but you know, he's here. He's at Nebraska. You know, it's one of those things that, you know, we always look forward to, is playing a great team like Oregon and just being able to prove to everybody that you know, we're willing to work our tails off to win games. And like I said before, this week is this week. Now we're throwing aside, looking at the things we need to fix, and looking forward to having our first away game.
Anything else for Tommy? Legs still cramping us?
A little bit. Now I'm actually sitting here stretching my leg back in the back of the podium.
All right. Thank you, Tommy.
Oh, he did grab one.